Hello, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stoneman, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the evil eye. I have not talked about this in a very, very long time. Because some people in this upcoming season have some very good news coming to them. Now, I have to tell you all about the evil eye, because people don't think about it the way I'm going to explain it. Let's just say you're someone who has dedicated your life to God your whole life. Your entire being is devoted to God. 100% of you is given to God, surrendered to God, and you put in as much effort as you possibly can, like no one's ever heard of, no one's business, ever. And you can see nothing but losses for a long time, a whole season, or seasons. And finally, out of nowhere, you get that one giant win. I don't know if a lot of people, when they play lottery, they give up. You can lose the lottery 100 times. I'm telling you. So, for example, a while ago, before I got a nice, let's just say I did well. Let's just say I did really well on one ticket, right? And you know how many losses I got before that? A lot. Probably like, and they were not all losing tickets. They were like, some of them were chunks, some of them were this, some of them were that. And like maybe 300 tickets later, one big one. But I didn't tell anyone. And the thing is, the energy around it, without people even knowing, there's just demons were being sent from hell without anyone knowing. What do I mean? It's because they're all talking about it in hell. So all the hell is trying to come onto earth. And I don't really care about the attacks. I'm pretty good with the help of Jesus at getting rid of demons. They're pretty easy to get rid of. Big ones, small ones, medium ones. But my point is, that was evil eye without telling anyone. You know the scariest thing ever? If you tell a person a time you're gonna be somewhere, then all their demons are in on it too. So they show up to the location before you get there. Now, this is just, and I haven't even talked to you about evil eye from others. This is evil eye from the spiritual realm. So this is the biggest secret in this video, is you get evil eyed by the spiritual realm before you tell anyone. So, what happens when you tell a person that you got good news, the best news of your life? If the person is included with it, and they must know, then that's okay, but still their energy still has a weight on it. So you better pray before you tell anyone. No one thinks to pray before you tell anyone something, or pray before you ask. Pray before you do something. Pray before this. Pray before that. But a lot of you do have good news coming. And a lot of people are unable to keep, and a lot of people can keep good news with the help of the Lord, because the Lord, what God gives someone, no one can take away from them, except if that person's going against God and going in the opposite pattern and doing exactly what God did to help them. I like these examples from the Bible, but I have to look at a specific story. I'm not going to use any example for that one. So this is a big thing. When you tell someone something, most of you guys are telling the wrong people the wrong stuff. You got a raise at work. Let's just say you're making out more than everyone, or let's just say you just made more than everyone at work, and you told one person, the first thing you'll see their faces do is, "Oh, really?" Or like, "Oh, cool." Or they're gonna have some kind of inauthentic reaction, because the first thing that popped in their mind especially if that person doesn't do anything they don't have a relationship with God, they don't have a relationship with the Lord, and then they haven't put any work in, that person's gonna be like, in their head, they're smiling like, oh, that's nice. That's not what they're supposed to say. They're supposed to say, God bless you. In their head, they're saying, fudge this person. They're not saying fudge, they're saying the other word. They're saying, fudge this person. How'd they get this? And that's the first place where they begin. It's like, they think you, not me. Versus when you see someone who has something very big, and something very big happens to them, and it happens directly in your face, it means you're next, because you're not gonna, you would not be in front of that person if they were not on the same frequency. So I'm gonna give you an example. In a video game, and yes, I play video games because they're they're very, very good real life examples. So in a video game, I was doing something to get a really rare something in the video game, right? And I tried for a while, and someone got it directly in front of me, and they haven't even tried for it. They basically, actually, they said they were there for months, but they just got it directly when they went in front of me. And I'll always remember this. I will always remember this. And I basically, it happened right in front of my face, and they kind of took that win, and I'm like, what the? And after for a week or 2 weeks, I was trying it, and I kept thinking about it, and then another person did it directly in front of me. So that's time. It's 2 weeks of time in that video game, like, seriously. So I'm like, what the? But I kept in mind, because when people see something happen in front of them, sometimes God's doing it to show them that you're next, because that wouldn't have been available to you to ever even perceive if you were not on that frequency. So basically, it means you're next. But what happens is people get jealous. They shoot it down with their energy. They get the karma of trying to take that away from the person with their own energy subconsciously, and they get punished for it. And they go through a loop of never having it, but always seeing. That's why jealous people stay jealous. And if you have jealousy, you're supposed to rebuke it and understand it. So you understand that if you feel jealous of something, that means that God's trying to show you that you're next. But it seems like he's telling you in a mean way. So it's not mean, it's just, hey, I'm showing you this. So what happens immediately when you tell people a good news about yourself, especially the best news of your life? You shouldn't tell anyone unless you have to. So one, they have like an inauthentic reaction, like, oh wow, oh cool, oh great, versus, oh, God bless you. You're gonna see like kind of choke up. It's like, and that's the alarms. All the alarms go off. That's why sometimes you can use bait as fake. And basically, if you'd like to know who that person is, so you never tell them anything, you give them bait. So way back then, it's ridiculous. You know those scratch offs that people never win anything on? So I won $1,000 on it very easily, and that's actually basically the scratch off. I remember before I went, I tested it because there was a person who I used to talk to at the gym, and I said to the person, and I didn't win before I actually did it, but I went to play it afterwards because of how heavily their evil. I'm noticing this video is getting long. How heavily their evil eye was. Like, okay. So I basically said, and I remember this story. I don't really like saying this story because this is a disturbing story, but I transmuted the energy through Jesus and with crystals, because that person's energy was so foul, I don't even want to talk about it. So I'm like, so basically and this is when I was learning about the evil eye. It was a while ago, and I was studying it. So I used a bait, because I'm like, who should I tell who what? Because they're gonna say, oh, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, how are you? I'm doing well. What's new? I'm like, I tell them what's new, because anytime you say what's new, you better not. Oh, I thought it was a seagull. It's a baby screaming. But basically, I said, oh, I won $1,000 on a scratch off. On this scratch off, and she just went like this at me. I'm like, what the? Like the whole demon came out, and I'm like, this is a normal person. And they started saying some off stuff I won't even repeat. I don't even want to talk about it. And then I'm like, I basically put on some gemstones that I made, my personal gemstones, my personal combination of gemstones, which I have that personal combination on my website. And basically, I transmuted that energy. I don't like this story. I'm thinking about how foul it was and how I'd like to have forgotten this story. And I played the scratch off and I won. And then the people at the counter evil-eyed me, and I'm like, oh great. They're like, oh, how about you give us? I'm like, oh. So it's like an evil-eye circle. But then I transmuted that energy, and basically you can transmute all these hatred energies to the Lord with gemstones into doing better for you, but you don't want the energies there to begin with. I like to give people some secrets on winning scratch-offs or lottery and whatnot, but I can't share that on here. There's one of the biggest secrets I've ever learned. I can't share it on here. Okay. I'll share one. Some stores you should avoid if the person who works there is really bad. Okay, so my point is when you get good news is people will try to take it from you, or people will try to shoot it down. So their intentions are, okay, this person has this, I can't have it, I worked hard for this, I'll take it from all of them. So they'll take it from everyone but themselves and actually put an effort in on working for something. So that's just a start. I'm not even going to tell you how the evil eye develops. I won't. I mean, you should. That's the thing. I shouldn't have to tell you because it shouldn't get there. If it's on you, then get it off. I taught you in the past on how to get it off. But this video is more about how to stop the evil eye before it starts, and the nature of the evil eye. And you know what happens when they go home. The person, when they go home, they tell people. Oh, I'm not going to tell anyone. They tell about 5-10 people. They tell about 5 or 10 people. Oh, here's what they do. Whenever someone walks past me, sometimes I use what's in their head as an example. So that person's thinking about someone else. I'm actually, probably not going to read all his thoughts out loud. But why can I read his thoughts? It's because he's spiritually open and there's demons following him. So they're all just talking about it out loud. So basically, most of these people you see walking around here have someone else in their head that they're thinking about. It's human nature. For better or for worse. So these people are thinking good or thinking bad. So you tell someone, that person has a lot of free time, whether they're at work, whether they don't work, whether they're at home, whether they're not at home, and they're thinking about, probably, if you got good news, you want to repeat, but in a negative sense. Basically, every thought is like an arrow, especially if you don't wear gemstones of God. Now, they fall asleep, they're dreaming about bad stuff happening to you, they're dreaming hateful dreams and visions. They wake up, repeat, they tell 5 people, 5 people are doing that, they do it for a month, you're getting spiritually attacked now, so avoid that. You should always ask God before you should tell someone anything, and God will make himself clear, make himself real clear. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless all of you. A lot of you do have very good news coming, but stay shutting your mouths. Just shut it. Like, did God tell you to tell someone this? Or you have to ask permission. Everything with God, you ask permission. God is holy. People have big mouths. You know that big mouth filter on TikTok? It's that. People are like over here like spitting everything out. The real G's move silent like lasagna? I don't know. That was not a good conclusion to my video. I try to use humor in my videos, but if you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless all of you. Ciao.